Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be taking a part in the Team Trees challenge to raise over $20 million to plant 20 million trees. I recently just saw Mr.Beast's video on it and I thought it was a great cause and I wanted to be a part of it because not many people know this, but I do really enjoy taking pictures of nature, especially trees. Trees are just really pretty and they just add like an overall very soothing atmosphere to your pictures. And I thought we'd go through all the pictures I've taken. Some are very recent, some are very old, but nevertheless they're still all very nice. So let's just get right into it. The first picture we have is a nightscape and it looks really nice. It has a lot of stars. This is a river walk in San Antonio if you live in that area. This is probably like the prettiest time during Christmas, which is coming up, so I can't wait to take another picture like this in the future, so I can't wait for that. Anyways, let's go on to the next picture. And now this one's just a basic sunset, but I do think that the tree adds a lot of I don't know, it just adds like a different feeling to the photo. Because if the tree was just there, you'd be more focused on the sunset. But the sunset hitting the trees, giving it off that shadow, really adds a different feeling to the photo. Now I'm not just trying to make up stuff, this is generally how I feel. And that is precisely why I like taking pictures of trees so much. They just look very nice, and they're not just for looks, obviously, right? They are very beneficial to our lives, and we do really need them. So I'm really glad that he's wanting to plant more trees, because we are losing some because of deforestation. So my favorite shots to get are the silhouettes of trees when the sun's shining through them. And that's basically what I was trying to go for this picture. It's pretty old as well, but I think it just gets the overall feeling down. So you have the sun shining through the middle of the trees, having that little glow effect on the roadside, and it just really looks really pretty. Now, like I said, trees aren't just for looks, basically. They also are for homes for animals. So here we have Mr. Squirrel staring right at me, Squirrel and I, we're homies, Anyways, I also do really like taking pictures of animals that live in trees, because it just shows them in their natural habitat, basically. So you have a squirrel chilling in a tree. I named him Model Squirrel because he kept on staring at the camera, so he was posing for me. Even in this next shot. Now this next shot is very zoomed in, so it's not the best quality photo. Keep in mind I do take all these pictures on my phone, so I tried to edit it a little bit. Most of these pictures aren't edited, but this one just really needed it because I was so far away and the tree was super high. But you got the same feeling back. He's staring right at you, Mr. Model Squirrel, chilling in the tree, probably wondering what the heck I'm doing. Anyways, in these next photos, they're basically all of the same area because I just recently visited the Japanese tea garden here in San Antonio, and I got some really amazing shots of basically just nature in general. And I just chose out the ones of the trees basically, and we're gonna go through those. So here we just have the basic trees, the feel, it just looks very soothing and nice. In this next picture I have basically a wide angle photo of the whole garden. Basically it's really pretty. If you haven't gone there and you live in San Antonio, I definitely recommend you go. It's honestly amazing. I had so much fun going there, and as you can see, it's just a very gorgeous place to take pictures. In the next photo we have another wide angle shot, but from a different place, basically showing that bridge and getting those beautiful trees and just basically nature in general. It's just gorgeous to take pictures of. In this next photo, same thing, but a wider angle, and it's from a higher point, and you can see just how beautiful this place is. It's just beautiful. If it wasn't for the trees and the nature, this place wouldn't have been as gorgeous as it is today. And that's precisely why I really admire how just nature in general just really looks. It's so much fun to take pictures of, and I really enjoy doing it. And then here we have another shot from a different angle. I know they're basically all very similar, but don't worry, I took more. These are just some of my favorites, and it's just basically, you got those trees in the background covering the whole area, and it just makes you look like you're enclosed by a bunch of trees. But it's not like that creepy vibe going. It has that very soothing atmosphere going around, and everyone's just having fun chilling and taking pictures of all the koi fish in the river, for example, and stuff like that. It's just really pretty. In the next picture, here we have different shots. So this one, I was just messing around, kind of just put my camera in between two trees to take pictures of the greenery surrounding it. As you can see, it's just like going down, and you just have a bunch of trees. It's just beautiful. It's more of just, this picture isn't really like one of my favorites, but it just gives off like the vibe of, dang, this is nice. It's very peaceful. Here we have another picture of a pathway in this area, featuring my dad. Hey dad, what's up? And it was funny because I kind of just took this picture out of the whim, like randomly, but it actually came out really nice. I'm kind of glad my dad was there. It adds to the effect. And just like being surrounded by those trees and just walking through them is a crazy experience. Now these might not be trees, for example, like most of them are either trees or like bushes and stuff like that, but you still get the picture that nature is just beautiful. And when you walk through that and you just look up into the sky, it's just an amazing experience. Here we have some flowers, you know, just gotta get those macro shots of those flowers, changing those point of views, and getting really close up to these bushes and nature in general is one of my favorite things to do. I really like getting close up, taking as many pictures as I can of either specific flowers or just like the bush itself or the tree itself. Here we have the main center, basically. So I tried getting my camera specifically in the area so the trees look like they're around my camera. And I think I was able to accomplish that here. As you can see, the trees are going around the frame of what I wanted to take a picture of. And you just get a whole like vibe of how peaceful this place is. I know I'm just repeating myself like a lot of times, but there's only so much you can say because it's just that's that nice basically. So yeah, let's get on to the next one. Here we just have a pathway. You know how I kept on talking about those pathways, just walking down and seeing all those trees and just how beautiful it was? Same thing goes for this picture. Walking down this path with the shadows and then the light hitting you at different angles, and just it created that amazing effect. And it just, like, you have to appreciate nature for what it is. It's just so pretty. Here we have, I was at the tippy top and I was able to get this shot to show basically, it's not just trees in this one area. This whole place is surrounded by trees. As you can see in the background, there's a bunch of trees. Where I am, there's a bunch of trees. I actually stood on a giant rock to take these pictures because those bushes were super high and they were basically in my way. Thank God I didn't fall. It was pretty high up. But yeah, it just gives like an overall, it's just a very nice place to be. Here we have another shot from another high angle, and I try to get the plants in the foreground, but I focus on the background so they're kind of blurred out, which I think created a really nice picture. It basically acts like a natural border around your photos. And now white and black borders aren't that pretty, but in general this is just a really nice photo. Here we have this photo, which is like I said about the natural border. I focused on the pond in this picture. I wanted to get the surrounding area of the pond, basically just how pretty this whole place is. You have the trees, the pathways in the background, and it just looks overall like the atmosphere in this place is very beautiful. I know I'm running out of things to say, but it's just true. This one's basically just of a waterfall, and I wanted to get up close for this picture, and I think it was a good shot. I mean, I could have taken this picture better, but I had to zoom in because it was pretty far, and I was trying to get the water to come out not blurred, which was a challenge considering I'm on mobile, and I was basically messing around with the pro mode trying to get the best aperture, and this is the final photo I could get, which was really nice. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's not bad either, so I really liked how this one came out. And here we have some flowers. You know, I really love like color, like any sort of like purples, greens, blues, yellows, like any color in nature to me looks gorgeous. So here we have pink, white, purple flowers. You have a tiny red flower over there, and it's just very green. it gives off that happy vibe, and just like this very peaceful, happy vibe that you'd expect from nature. And then here's our last photo, which I recently took, and it was before storms. Like, yeah, it was like 2 days ago, and there's a storm right after, because they say purple skies mean that. But this was basically the sunset, and I think this angle, I chose this angle mainly because of the trees. I wanted the trees to look like they were basically a silhouette, and I got that car right on the right edge. I think that also added, and it just gave off this like effect of just like very peaceful. It's just like very nice and gorgeous. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this video. I know I just showed a bunch of pictures of trees, but I just thought I'd try to contribute to this amazing fundraiser for these trees. If you want to help fundraise for this, I will leave the link in the description so you can go donate. And $1 equals 1 tree. So go ahead and spend as much money as you want. No, I'm kidding. If you can't, it's okay. Just if you're like me, a broke college student, then yeah. If you like this video and you want to see more content like this in the future, it would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe, like the video. Let me know what you guys think about nature. What's your favorite part? What do you think about the trees? Anyways, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.